intimidating. You looking dapper tonight too.
Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to... Matt, the Diabolical Super Genius.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? Maybe not, right?
Maybe not. Well, why did you even decide to call yourself that? What did you think your strategy was in the house?
I mean, my strategy in the house was to just play and play and play and play as hard as I could. And if it won me the game or lost me the game, I just didn't want to leave the game knowing that I had half-assed anything. That was my main thing. So I just wanted to compete and be a competitor.
And what do you think your biggest mistake in the house was?
My only mistake in the house, well, not my only mistake, the only regret, I should say, is throwing that last HOH competition I did. It was a bad move. I could have won it. I knew all the answers, and I was just too confident, too cocky, and I thought I was safe, and I wasn't.
But you had trust in your brigade alliance.
Well, I mean, yeah, I did, which was another bad move. Yeah. But I mean, they were smart for getting rid of me, so I can't fault them for it. You know, I could have told you day one that I was the best member of that alliance.
Right.
So I knew right away. People are always like, "What'd you think when you found out you were low man on the totem pole?" Like, found out. Like I said, I knew that from the beginning. It's clear that I was the best there was in that alliance. So I always had to have my eyes on my back.
How did you know you were the lowest on the totem pole?
Because the other guys were a bunch of doofuses. So it was pretty plain. I was the only one doing anything. Despite this editing that I keep hearing about, I don't know how Enzo fathomably convinced everybody that he created this. That didn't happen. He named me the brains, and there's a reason he did that, because I was the one that thought of everything. So there's that, and then the fact that I was the only one competing, winning anything. It was clear as day that I was the threat in the alliance, and so I knew right away I was low man.
Honest opinion, do you think the final three people deserve to be in the final three?
Geez, it's an interesting way to think about it. You know, the final three deserve to be there in the sense that they formed up with a great alliance, and they rode it as far as they could. They got out their king when they had the opportunity, so I mean, that was smart. I think they deserve to be there, yeah. Competitively, no, but overall gameplay, yeah.
Okay. And is there some animosity towards your brigade members because they made it so far and they kicked you out?
Oh my God, no! That was the only smart thing they ever did was kicking me out. So no animosity. That was good gameplay. My only animosity, I still haven't talked to him. I got to talk to Enzo and figure out how this whole thing happened with him thinking he created this. Totally insane to me, and that's my only bit of animosity that I got to clear up with him.
So did you create the brigade then? Like, let's set the record.
Let me tell you exactly what happened.
Sure, go ahead.
I'll just lay this on the table.
Please.
Us four guys were just bored and talking on the first night, and we were all in a room. We're like, well, let's just make an alliance. So the alliance was kind of created by all of us. Then the minutia, the whole side alliances, the secrecy, the talking behind each other's backs. It was absolutely, unequivocally me, 100% telling them to do this.
Really?
But to say, did I create the alliance? No, the alliance was created organically between all of us. But the details, yeah, that was me. And as soon as I started saying this, he goes, yeah, you're the brains. I go, yeah, I know that. But now I guess I'm not anymore.
So then if you intentionally plan the side alliances, you have you and Reagan, was that an intentional side alliance or it just happened? You guys had your bromance.
What I said was, my old man. What I said was, these side alliances can't be forced. So just we said, disperse, play your game as though you would without talking to us, and then see what happens. So I ended up with Reagan organically. Lynn got Brittany. Hayden got Kristen. Oh, and Enzo, the mastermind of this operation, somehow doesn't understand the premise of this thing that he supposedly created and never seems to get a side alliance. Again, I don't know where he's coming up with this stuff, but no, it wasn't him.
Okay, but so you got the Diamond Power veto. Were you happy that you had the Diamond Power veto, or do you think it got you into trouble?
Yeah, it got me in big trouble. It was a blessing and a curse, and I've said that the whole time. I told him I only wanted to use it if I needed to, if I was actually on the block. If I didn't go on the block that time, Brittany would have been up, she would have been gone, she wouldn't have won HOH, I wouldn't have been gone. It's a whole snowball effect. So I hate that I had to use it. I didn't want to use it.
And you put up Kathy.
Yeah.
In hindsight, would you have done another person?
Yeah, in hindsight, I would have put a Brittany. In fact, when I went in to cast my votes, you have to cast it in advance, I said I wanted to use it on Brittany. And I kind of got a little talked out of it a little bit and, started rethinking things. So I wish I would have stuck to my guns and put Brittany up instead. But at the time, Kathy seemed okay, I guess.
So maybe there was a push to keep Brittany in the house because she was so likable?
Brittany, yeah. Oh, I would absolutely agree with that. Brittany was very likable. She was much more of a character on the show than Kathy was, for sure. I see the advantages in keeping her, and ultimately though it was my decision, and I was dissuaded from keeping Kathy in the house.
All right. So in the second week, when Monet is up on the block,
Yes.
there's a house meeting called by
So it only
Rachel.
happens on the real world, right?
Well, apparently not. Now it's on the
Yeah, twice.
There's a house meeting that's called, and you are at the center of it. Did you think, uh-oh, I've just been caught and I might be a target here, or were you like, whatever?
No, I enjoyed the house meeting. I thought it was fun. We get a little drama. No drama had really happened by then. I like arguing, so that's always fun for me. And plus, like, I know Rachel, you know, she says she's a chemist or whatever. She ain't that bright. Between her and Brendan, they just look like doofuses together, collectively. So, like, it was like they were up at the head of the classroom and we were all the class. Like, they looked stupid. I didn't even have to say much to defend myself. I knew I had the brigade at my back. It wasn't a big deal for me. I just, you know, to me it was all fun.
Right. And how awkward was it for you during the finale? You know, everyone's finding out about the lie you told about your wife. Was it really awkward for you? Like, what was happening?
Yeah, you know, like, this is Big Brother. I feel oftentimes in these interviews and things that no one has ever seen Big Brother.
Right.
And because I'm a big fan, and from what I've seen in past seasons, people tell lies sometimes to get themselves ahead in the game, and that's what I did. And for some reason, the world seems to hate me because there's reports of applause and people start saying things against us. I don't care what a bunch of strangers think, to be quite honest. I do care that my house guests are upset with me. That bothers me because they're good people. Hopefully they'll get over it. And my wife too. I haven't even talked to my wife yet, so I'm very excited and nervous to hear how she thinks of me.
Yes.
And that is a big concern of mine.
Uh-oh. You're in the doghouse, man.
I could be in the big doghouse, yeah.
Who were you rooting for out of the three members, and how did you come to the decision?
I was definitely rooting for Hayden out of the three. He was a pretty easy choice for me. Enzo was a no-brainer to not have my vote because he was like the worst competitor this game's ever seen. And mind you, I love him to death. Like, I sound like I keep trash talking Enzo. He's probably one of my best friends in the house, which is why I feel comfortable saying this stuff about him.
Of course.
But he's probably one of the worst the game's ever seen. So then you get between Hayden and Lane, and Lane would kind of avoid talking to me that last week and just kind of be real nice. Hayden would look me in the eyes and lie to me, like right to my face, and I love it. I love that he did that, and that gets my vote. You know, he's a good player.
Excellent. Okay, well, great. Thank you so much. Good luck with your wife.
Thanks.
Good luck with that. It was a pleasure watching. Thank you.